hope for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage.
Lambo, baby, nigga be scared to come to Lambo, baby.
Now my dreams reality, not going back to
That's on shit, like man, that's some rough shit.
Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up
Oh, here,
space.
goody two shoes.
Here we come, Phil. Kick that ball off. Put these subs in right side, baby.
Oh, yeah, you already know.
Can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried. I'm straight. Me and Craig had to work
Add
with
some
the
track.
Linebacker you had over there, Tim. Like he still on the team, that fast ass nigga you had, that white boy.
Yeah, he's still on now.
Yeah, boy, that nigga. That was a good look. Oh, they need a back up running back here.
Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to back to.
Yeah.
You say that you
See, fellas, I'm gonna fall back. I'll come back in there when my game over. All right, dog.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest. Oh, I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never
Coach, the sun is set in Chicago. The temps have dipped and will continue to do so. Jacket and blanket weather. It's that time of year at Soldier Field. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. C.J. Anderson with it. Of course, a big part of the Rams' run to the Super Bowl last year. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Let him know.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The inside linebacker, Danny Trevathan, gets the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
We own them. Check. Fresno. Hey, 43's the mic. 43.
They'll run with a 3rd-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They run with David Montgomery, the 3rd-round pick from Iowa State. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
set, watch set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go, here we go.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Get up! 180! Right there, 54 Mike. All day, baby, all day, all day, all day. Red, up! 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch.
On third down, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and
now
out.
they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Let's go, P. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Throwing, Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the #1 spot.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return on this one as that kick's out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line.
What's up, nigga? What's happening, Mom?
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Hey, come on,
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Second and 12 at the 46-yard line.
What we got?
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Come on, 180. 43. Danny. Check.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. "12 yards on the return that time. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10.
At their own 15-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
It's a big play for the Cowboys on 3rd. 57 yards on the ground. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
On 1st down, Grant. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a run with Anderson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Slam. On 3rd down,
It's Grant. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Running for it, here's Anderson. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Check. Check. High. Undercrush. Watch the edge.
Here's Grant. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Here we go. 58 for Mike. Watch the slant. Shoot.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On 2nd down, it's Grant, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Corey Grant, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the 4th down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on 4th down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and then converted a 2nd time for 6 points.
Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running it, Washington. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Trubisky. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it.
Right there.
Here we go on 4th down with Trubisky. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Mike, 58, right there. Watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch that, watch that, watch that.
They'll run on 1st down. Grant. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
It's now 4th down.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. They'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner, as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
They're on 13-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Check. Hey, high 7. 54 Mike. Watch the curve. Alert. Check. Watch 54. Let's go, defense.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. That's complete to Robinson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a first and 20.
Pick it up. Mike 5-4. Ricky. Hey, watch that. Hey, echo. 54. Mike 50. Ran, up. Hey, 18. Give me that ball. Defense. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Hey, Haywood. Right there. 54.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyrone Crawford, his second sack of the night.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Now Trubisky, he's going to loft one deep left side here. This is intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Rep. Check 31. Switch.
On second down now, it's Grant. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Watch the twist. Check.
They will run with Grant. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, it's Grant. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Kill.
try to run for it with Pollard. He's got the first down inside the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Forbath, the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
That's it, baby. We got work.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Cut. Smooth. 54, right there. 54, Mike. I got you, pump. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch him.
Trubisky will throw. Robinson's got it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, exit. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Showing up. Hey, I got him. That's me.
Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
3 down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
It comes to me. It's me.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Right there. 54.
Go.
54 Mike. Here it comes. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Alert. Mike's 54.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Trubisky now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season.
Hey, Orbit. 54, right there.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Trubisky into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, listen, it's a team game. We know that. But where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again. But on offense, they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. And you just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot. Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. Kill. We're going to 54, wire.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. He's got the first down and more past midfield. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, Charlie. Play that tight D. Don't let him breathe.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Now Forbath for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Cowboys 28, Bears nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Trubisky now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hey, watch Sam. Check, Mike.
Now it's Trubisky. He finds Robinson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. He'll get this complete into the hands of Riley Ridley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
In your face.
On 1st down, Trubisky. It's complete to Robinson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Bravo.
Again, it's Trubisky. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Let's go. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Coming to you. Coming to you. Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4". Hey. High 7. Check Mike 54. Mike.
Trubisky to throw again. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown.
Whip. Watch the whip. 36. Me. I got him. I got motion man. Me. I got this.
Now Trubisky lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0.
Hey, defense, let's go.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
First down, and it's Pollard again. Roquan Smith, fresh off a solid rookie campaign, in on the tackle for Chicago.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 2nd down now, it's Grant. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. This is Grant, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
54 is Mike. 50. Hey, Echo. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Here's Trubisky. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
Hey, Haywood.
Now Trubisky to throw. He's got his tight end, Burton. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for the Bears.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Dallas, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, it's a rare misstep as they'll drop to 11-2 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching.